Launching an instance into a private subnet is actually a bit easier than launching into a public subnet because you don't have to mess with public IP addresses. In fact, launching an instance into a private subnet is so similar to what we just did that I am not going to demonstrate it, but I will show you the command. Here it is. You specify the AMI, the private subnet ID, and the instance type. If the subnet has a default route pointing to a NAT gateway, then the instance will use the NAT gateway for outbound internet access. Other than specifying the private subnet, you don't have to do anything special when launching the instance. Of course, if an instance is in a private subnet, you cannot access it via the internet. So how do you configure it? Well, I'm going to show you that a bit later in the course, but I'm going to give you a hint. It starts with auto and ends with automation. Not only will we be launching an instance into a private subnet, we are going to have it download and run a sample application all automatically. But for now, let's go ahead and delete the NAT gateway that the VPC wizard created earlier. We'll then release the elastic IP address that it's using. Let's jump back over to the command line. So we're going to start, of course, by listing the NAT gateways with an AWS EC2 describe-NAT-gateways. We have only one, and there is its ID. So we're going to go ahead and copy this to the clipboard as usual. And then to delete it, we're going to do an AWS EC2 delete-NAT-gateway. And we, of course, paste in the NAT gateway ID here and execute this command. Now, it should return the NAT gateway ID, and it typically takes several seconds to about a minute to actually delete the gateway. You can check the status by doing another AWS EC2 describe NAT gateways, and it shows the state as deleting. Next, we'll release the elastic IP address that it was using, which we can grab from the describe NAT gateways output. It's right here, the EIP alloc. Paste this in, and we'll do the EC2 release address. And no output is a good thing. That means that we have released the elastic IP address, and that is it. We're done.